fun. So check it out. I see phenomenal fragrances coming out this year in 2026 for men and women from some of my favorite designer fragrance brands. So stay tuned. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. My name is Scented Paradise, and I thought it would be a really great idea to touch base and tell some of these amazing designer fragrances that are coming out this year. I've seen they got some for the Stronger With You line by Emperio Armani, and another one for the Acqua Di Gio line as well. And let's talk about that one. There's a brand new Acqua Di Gio Intense EDP, and I know it's got bergamot, citrus, green apple, and I'm curious how green apple is going to be in that one. I wonder if it's going to be sweet or maybe kind of sharp, crisp apple to it. I'm curious. And I noticed they got two flankers for the Stronger With You line, Stronger With You spices, and that one is pretty much centered around spices, saffron, and the signature DNA as well. And they got Stronger With You Powerfully, and that one I noticed has got some interesting accords there. I think peach, black cherry, and of course chestnut and all that good stuff. That one I have high hopes for. And then they got Stronger With You Power, I think it is, for women. I could be mistaken. But anyways, I also noticed they got some stuff for Paul Gaultier for the Beau line and the Scandal line. Scandal Elixir and Beau Narcisse, and that one's centered around like bergamot, musk, and I think maybe mineral notes. And I also noticed Scandal Elixir has got black cherry this time. So I'm curious how that one's going to turn out to be. I never really checked out the Scandal line all that much, except for Scandal Absolu. I think that was the best one they ever dropped. And what else? They also got another Rabanne for the 1 million line called 1 million Night Elixir. That has my full attention. It's got what? Mandarin, maple, and some other good stuff. I will definitely put up the pictures and the scent profile in this video so you guys can at least see what the main accords, notes, and all that good stuff is. I have high hopes for a lot of these new fragrances this year. I'm definitely going to get my nose in the sun, some of them. And yeah, I'm going to blind buy them. And let's see. They got another flanker dropping for the Wanted line by Azzaro. It's called what? Forever Wanted Absolu. That one has my full attention. It's going to be smoky. It's got incense, whiskey accord. It's going to be boozy. I can get down with that one because I love my boozy fragrances. And what else? I also noticed they got a new Acqua Di Gio drop-in, and it's called Acqua Di Gio Intense EDP. And one thing that stood out to me, it has green apple in it. And I'm kind of curious if it's going to be crisp or kind of sweet. I guess we shall see when it drops. And I noticed they got a brand new Martin Margiela release as well called Up at Dusk or Up at Dawn. And I think it's men and women. That one looks really interesting as well. So there's a lot of great releases this year, and finally they're starting to drop phenomenal fragrances, especially from the designer brands. I'm actually happy they're putting out some stuff that is worth owning and checking out. Last year, it was kind of hit and miss. I think the one from, what, Rabanne Million Gold was good, even though a lot of people slept on it. And then they had the Million Gold Elixir, which was the best one. So there's a lot of good stuff. And of course, Stronger With You Parfum was phenomenal. I think that came out, last year or maybe the year before. I could be wrong, but who cares? That was a good one. And there was a bunch of other stuff out there. Bad Boy Elixir, that was a good one. I still haven't got around to checking that one out, but I'm buying that one this year. And I do notice they got another bad boy coming out this year as well. And that one's called Bad Boy Absolu. And I believe I already talked about that one. Either way, I'm looking forward to that one. And that one has my full attention. There's a lot of beautiful stuff coming out this year. And I'm mainly focused in on the new Stronger With You spices, if I can get it. And Stronger With You Powerfully. I definitely want that Beau Narcisse for sure. And I definitely want to tap in and get that Forever Wanted Absolu and 1 Million Night Elixir, because I think that'll make an interesting date night scent. So would Stronger With You Powerfully. That would make a nice date night scent. So they got some great stuff coming out this year, and I'm actually happy. I'm happy because, well, they're putting out interesting shit. Excuse my language. Last year was kind of hit and miss for me. The year before was just And sometimes that happens. And I think Valentino even came out with something new this year with a coconut accord in it. I forget the name. I think it's called Melancholia or something like that. I'm certain I butchered that name up, but I want that one. So with that being said, guys, how many of you guys are excited or pleased with all these new designer fragrances dropping out this year? How many of you guys are gonna just sit back, relax, and wait for some of us fragrance reviewers to review them before you decide to buy them? Drop a comment, let me know. I'm open to feedback. I love hearing feedback. And without further ado, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to more of my seasonal picks. And stay tuned for more upcoming releases. Peace out. God bless, and stay safe. And remember, smell your best.